some people might hate me for what I'm about to say, but I'm going to go out on a limb and make a bold prediction. I think Conor McGregor is going to have a successful comeback. Yes. I think he's going to come back and absolutely smoke Michael Chandler. And you guys say, don't speak in absolutes, Shaun, like I did with Ryan Garcia. Well, I'm speaking in absolutes again. Do you know why? It's more fun speaking in absolutes. My predictions have been all right recently. Obviously, apart from the Ryan Garcia prediction, but the predictions have been good. I've been watching a little bit of McGregor's sparring footage, and I know it's nothing to really go by because sparring and actually fighting are two completely different things, but I actually think McGregor is looking pretty decent. And I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much. Let's just load up the sparring footage right now and take a look at why I think he's actually going to have a good, successful comeback against Chandler. Let's just play this first clip before we break it down. So there's the first clip. And I know it's only 10 seconds. There's not really much to judge by. How am I going to judge a 25-minute fight by a 10-second clip? Well, I just believe that McGregor is made to fight these shorter fighters. Michael Chandler is just a bigger version of Chad Mendes. Remember Chad Mendes? Pretty much the same build as Michael Chandler. Although Chad is absolutely on the gear, undoubtedly, right now. But I believe if McGregor can get back to his old ways with regards to being more of a counter-striker as opposed to being a pressure fighter, he could have a lot of success against Michael Chandler. I believe if Conor McGregor comes in and tries to be a pressure fighter in the way that he was against Dustin Poirier, I don't think it's going to go well for him. Now, we've seen Conor McGregor be more of a pressure fighter against Donald Cowboy Cerrone, which was, how long was that fight? Like 30 seconds or something? But it's Donald Cowboy Cerrone who typically folds when he gets pressured like that. But McGregor is more of a counter fighter. When he sits back, like he did against Eddie Alvarez, like he did against Jose Aldo, and he waits for those shots to come, dips out the way, bang, and counters you perfectly. I think if McGregor can fight like that, that's where we're going to see him successful against Chandler. Right, I'm going out on a limb and saying this, and I understand that I risk looking stupid, but I don't care. It's McGregor. I've got a lot of memories with McGregor's fights. I've spent many nights staying up to watch McGregor. He's me hero. I want him to win. Anyway, let's take a look at this spar right here. So McGregor was putting that right hand out, not even really peppering the jab, but just putting it out there, hands fighting a little bit with the other fella. And what's McGregor known for is left straight. But what does McGregor throw here? This nice guard piercing uppercut. Check this out. Boom, right through the guard. Absolutely amazing. And then what does he throw straight away after that? Left high kick. And I just really, really like McGregor's shot selection. Every time we break down McGregor's sparring, he always has a wide variety of shots that he's throwing. And he's not doing anything crazy either, but you'll notice in like a 30-second clip, 40, 60-second clip, he rarely throws the same shot twice. And I know, as I say, sparring's a little bit different from fighting. He'll throw the left hand, and then he'll throw an uppercut with the right hand, and then he'll throw a high kick, then low kick, then an oblique kick, then he'll fake the takedown, and then he'll do a spinning elbow, then it's a knee, and then it's a spinning back kick, and then it's a double jab, and then a hook. Like, he sticks to the fundamentals very well. But oh, look at this. Oh, a little bug on me. Oh, there, I've got a bug on my desk. I had to get that bug off my desk. Like the video if you don't kill spiders, okay? Because I don't kill spiders. I get them in the glass and I put them outside. Right, so what was I even saying? I can't even remember. Something about McGregor's striking, I'm assuming. But anyway, let's go on to the next clip. Once again, let's analyze the shot selection here. He throws the left hand, but then it's mainly to set up the right uppercut. Then he feinted the uppercut again and threw a right hand. Now, did you see the way he clapped? That's to bait out a strike of the other guy, as if to say, come on, let's go. So the guy throws a right body kick. Conor throws a straight left hand, pushes him down, he stalks him. He throws a tornado kick, or a 540 kick, kind of goes for an elbow there. Defends the takedown, some nice hammer fists. So even there's like about 7, 8 different shots. None of them are the same over a 30-second span. They're all different shots. And you can tell he's not going 100%. He's in that flow state and everything's just flowing. I think McGregor looks really good. This is him training before the fight was announced as well. So now that the Michael Chandler fight has been announced, he's only going to start training even harder and he's going to get more into that flow state. Also, before we continue, boys, let me just say I've recently received a copyright strike on my channel. It's looking like I'm not going to be able to beat the copyright strike, but it stays on my channel for 90 days. And if you know anything about copyright strikes, it basically just kills the reach of your videos. So where a video would usually get, say, 40 or 50,000 views, now my videos are getting 5 to 15,000 views. That's just nature of the game. But if you can do me a favor and just drop a like on this video, just to maybe help push the video to more of my subscribers, that'd be fantastic. And you can also just see how hard McGregor is to hit. And I can already hear people in the comments talking about Dustin Poirier pieced him up. The majority of people who go toe-to-toe with Dustin Poirier usually come out worse for it. Okay, minus Justin Gaethje. But Dustin Poirier is an absolute beast on the feet. He hasn't really made crazy improvements over the last few years, but he does the fundamentals well. He has got really good boxing. I believe if Max Holloway stays at lightweight and he runs back that fight against Dustin Poirier, this version of Max Holloway smokes the current Dustin Poirier. But whatever, McGregor lost to Poirier twice. Okay, the second time it was because of the ankle break, but he was still getting pieced up. But I believe it's the way he was fighting. He wasn't being a counter puncher like he was the first time he beat Poirier. He was trying to pressure a little bit more, and he landed a few shots, but it ultimately done him a disservice. I believe if he comes out here and fights like the way he is in sparring right now, being a little bit more diverse with his shots, trying to bait out the shots of Michael Chandler, I believe he's going to get the win. This might just be pure hard cope because I'm a McGregor fan, but I don't care. I'm making my decision right now and I'm sticking to it. If I change my mind, you guys can call me out on it, but I'm going with McGregor this far out. Also, if any of my subscribers have got a little bit of money and fancy going to Vegas to watch the fight, drop me a DM on Instagram, but don't be weird. I might have to vet a few of yous out because none of my mates have got any money. So I might have to audition for some new mates. Any of my subscribers who are going, let me know on Instagram. Here's the third clip. The main shot that we're looking at there is that body shot as the guy throws his right hand. McGregor, he's so good at just ever so slightly slipping those shots. He doesn't move his head that much. This is something that I'm trying to learn from watching stuff like this, is he ever so slightly moves his head just enough so the punch just about misses, and then he counters with that left body hook. Solid to the lower floating grip. Left hand. Sees that coming from a mile off. You see the way he was also doing that, covering the guy's vision. Just smart little tricks of the trade. A few right hooks. Clinches up, pushes away. And the final clip, we have this. So the main shot that we're looking at here is he feints the uppercut and then turns it into an overhand right. See right there, he feinted it and then goes into the overhand right, and that's a classic McGregor pose right there. And then he stands in front of him, waiting to see what he's going to do. Then the fella gets intimidated, knows he can't stand with McGregor, goes for the takedown. And that's pretty much it. Now, you guys know that I like to address some of the comments. Someone said he's training with an sparring partners that won't help him reach a new level in MMA. And someone else said, this guy needs to find someone to better simulate Chandler. This is sad. No, it's not sad. You're sad for thinking that this is how McGregor is going to spar on the build up to Michael Chandler. No, this is him going 30% a few weeks ago before the fight was even announced. Someone even said it's sparring that only going 50%. Not even that. And someone said he knows how to fight already and he's in there sparring champions from PFL and other small organisations. I understand where you're coming from, but it's hard to say he's not sparring real competition just because they aren't in the UFC. And this is how all professional fighters do it. Do you think Michael Chandler is in there sparring world champions every single day of the week. Of course not. But when fight camp starts, that's when McGregor and Chandler will start paying other professional fighters to come in and give them some rounds of sparring. McGregor will pay to get wrestlers in. Chandler will pay to get boxers and kickboxers in. That's just the way it works. Even when I go back to kickboxing, 1 minute I'm sparring a 13-year-old kid. Next minute I'm having 5 rounds of proper tough lads. Then I'm sparring an old fella. And then back to the kid. And then another 3 hard rounds. You're not always going to be sparring killers. And unfortunately, because we live in an echo chamber and everyone just likes to be popular these days and no one really knows what they're talking about, every single person is saying the same thing. It's almost a cool thing to do to hate on Conor these days. Wrestling is zero, ready for 1/3 of a round. Beating up on low-level guys is hardly the type of sparring he needs. Yes, you listen, McGregor. Think about it this way. Who has McGregor lost to? In MMA, he lost to Khabib and then Dustin Poirier. The main issue is because he's been so inactive and because he's reached the highest of highs and he's lost against 2 different opponents. People just love to hate on him. And those 2 opponents, Khabib and Dustin Poirier, the 2 of the best in the world who have been fighting non-stop. I think the thing that's going to work against McGregor coming into this fight is the inactivity. Is he still going to have that same level of confidence? I'm not sure. I'd like to think so. Can Michael Chandler get this job done? Yeah, of course. Michael Chandler was actually my original prediction. I thought Michael Chandler's going to get it done because usually my rule is if the fighter's being inactive, if they've had injuries, then I'm not going to put my money on them. But it's Conor McGregor and I have to make the exception for him. I'm sorry, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. How do you think he looks here? Do you think he does need to spar with better sparring partners all the time? Make sure you like the video. Help the channel out. We'll beat this freaking copyright strike. Come on.